For decades, black bears lived deep in the forest and rarely appeared near people. But in recent years, that boundary has slowly faded. Bears have begun leaving wild areas and moving closer to farms, residential neighborhoods, and roadways. Trash bins are overturned, barns are entered, and crops are damaged overnight. Large tracks sink into wet soil, fences are pushed aside, and car doors are forced open. Encounters are no longer rare events, but familiar scenes in many rural and urban areas. The issue goes beyond material damage. As bears become accustomed to food sources linked to human activity, their behavior changes. They return to the same locations day after day. This increases risk for both people and the bears themselves. To reduce long-term risk, communities need comprehensive management measures. Today, we head into the forests of northern Maine to manage black bears. After hours of rain along the road, the weather begins to improve.
A lot of times
the entire plan is shifted to the following morning. A cold front is moving in, a sign that bears will increase movement as they search for food before denning season.
It's wiped clean. That's what we...
The target this time is the black bear, the top predator in this region. Despite their size, bears are creatures of habit. When a bear finds an easy food source, it will return. Managing bears is not about creating surprise, but guiding behavior along natural patterns. The trap used here is a cubby-style trap, commonly applied to animals that follow fixed feeding routines. For black bears, the system is reinforced for strength and stability. When the surrounding environment is arranged correctly, the bear makes its choice based on instinct. The bait barrel is placed at the center, forcing the bear to move deep into the trap zone. The bait mainly includes corn, peanuts, and sweet foods. The foot trap is positioned so that once triggered, the cable pulls straight back and applies immediate holding force. The anchor cable is secured to a large tree with heavy steel lines, a key factor when the bear reacts with strength. Digging and securing the anchor is the most time-consuming step. After that, secondary paths are carefully blocked. The goal is not to force, but to guide. When all other options are removed, the bear chooses the only remaining route. At that point, the trap becomes part of the natural surroundings. Scent is applied in controlled amounts. Too strong and the bear becomes cautious, too weak and it loses attraction. In the past, overly strong scent caused bears to stay outside the setup. This time, everything is balanced to maintain a natural feel and reduce alertness.
All around this area. I'm just smearing peanut butter.
Smaller one, really important.
Trail cameras are installed to record every movement. Before long, the bear appears along
in the
its
back of this
familiar
bucket,
path.
there's a trigger
It pauses, tests the air, and moves toward the bait barrel. After sensing no immediate threat, it begins feeding without reacting to its surroundings. A metallic sound from the barrel signals that the system has been activated. At the site, signs show the bear reacted strongly, marking trees and disturbing the ground nearby. In addition to cubby traps, cylindrical barrel traps can also be used. Bait is placed deep inside, and when the bear steps onto the trigger mechanism, the door closes automatically. The process is quick, controlled, and based entirely on natural behavior.
There it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, we've been in a trap before. He's caught.
Once the bear is secured, all follow-up steps must strictly follow wildlife management regulations. The animal is transferred directly to a licensed wildlife center for evaluation and handling under professional guidance. This is an essential part of responsible wildlife management, aimed at reducing conflict and protecting both people and ecosystems. Managing bears is not about confrontation, but about understanding how to coexist more safely. If you find this content useful, leave a comment with your thoughts and follow the channel to continue joining future field journeys. For decades, bears were seen as symbols of wilderness, living deep in dense forests and rarely encountering humans. Today, however, in many rural areas, that boundary is gradually fading. Bears no longer appear only in remote forests. They are moving closer to farms, village roads, and residential areas. The early signs are often subtle. A trash bin overturned during the night. A fence slightly bent, as if something very heavy had leaned against it. Large footprints pressed deep into damp soil, appearing and disappearing before the sun rises. Without ever seeing a bear, residents know one thing for certain: the bears are very close. The issue is not aggression. The issue is habit. When natural food sources decline, or when the scent of human food becomes familiar, bears begin to alter their movement patterns. Once they learn an easier route, they return. And with each return, the level of risk increases. Hasty reactions in such situations rarely lead to positive outcomes. Direct attempts to drive bears away can cause panic, triggering unpredictable behavioral changes. As a result, instead of confrontation, many regions have chosen a different approach: controlled trapping, carried out with planning, monitoring, and clearly defined objectives. Bear traps are not random tools. Each trap is placed based on careful observation of behavior and physical signs. Before a trap is installed, the area is usually monitored for days, sometimes weeks. Claw marks on tree trunks, disturbed soil, overturned rotting logs, all of these form a map of the routes bears leave behind. Selecting the trap location is a critical factor. Traps are not placed in crowded areas, nor directly beside residential zones. They are typically set along natural movement corridors, places bears already know and where they feel secure. The goal is not to force attraction, but to allow bears to enter a space that feels familiar in scent and path. Bait is prepared with care. Stronger smells are not necessarily better. Overly intense scents can make bears wary. Instead, bait usually consists of food sources bears are accustomed to finding in the wild, arranged so that the bear must move fully into the trap area to access it. The entire trapping system is designed to function in a stable and controlled manner. Trap doors close only when the bear's weight and position are appropriate. This helps prevent false triggers and minimizes risks to other wildlife species. Surveillance cameras and motion sensors play a crucial role in this process. Rather than relying on constant manual checks, managers can monitor activity remotely. Every movement, every approach by a bear is recorded. This allows strategies to be adjusted in time, instead of responding too late. When a trap is activated, the next stage is not an ending, but another phase of management. Bears are kept in a safe condition, with stress minimized as much as possible. All procedures are carried out by trained professionals, with the ultimate goal of reducing conflict between bears and humans. Most importantly, traps are not used indiscriminately. They are only one component of a long-term strategy. Alongside trapping are waste management, food source protection, reinforcement of livestock enclosures, and changes in human habits. Without addressing the root causes, traps remain only a temporary solution. In many places, the results are clear. When movement corridors are managed and bears can no longer easily access human food sources, the frequency of appearances gradually declines. No confrontation is needed. No chaos is required. Only a correct understanding of behavior and intervention at the right time. Ultimately, control does not mean elimination. It is a quiet adjustment, built on knowledge, patience, and responsibility. When used properly, bear traps do not diminish wilderness. They allow it to exist alongside human life within a more sustainable order.